And let's not forget, it was less than a year ago that Donald Trump was nearly shot dead on stage in Butler, Pennsylvania during a rally. And today, photographer Doug Mills won the 2025 Pulitzer Prize for breaking news photography with this incredible photograph of the president, where you can actually see the bullet that came within millimetres of taking his life. And I know, Alex, we've spoken about this on our show before, that Trump really showed the world in that moment what a fierce and strong leader he is.
I know, and it's actually scary to look back and think about if that, assassin was just a few millimeters in a different direction, that the whole world would be totally different. So that picture really, it tells a story of triumph. It tells a story of standing up and fighting back. And Trump had an incredible amount of courage to be able to do that. I would be nervous if I just got shot. I don't know if I'd be able to stick my fist up in the air and tell people to fight back. But that incident, as terrible as it was, that was the difference, in my opinion, that won Donald Trump the election.
It was such a crucial moment, and it's a moment that we can't forget. It was not even 12 months ago that Donald Trump nearly lost his life, and what a different world we'll be living in. And despite this playing out for the world to see, there are still insufferable lefties who are happy to go on camera and claim, or absolutely claim, that they still want him dead.
Con artist and a thief, and I hope every day I wake up every day and pray that he died.
Oh, you don't mean that?
Absolutely.
That's an evil thought to say, though.
I say it.
Don't you want to win based on winning the argument instead of his death?
I want him to be gone out of our hair and our country. He is destroying the entire world.
I mean, Alex, are we ever going to see this stop?
Well, I don't think so, because this is all projection. The Democrats are the party of death and destruction. They're the ones that love abortion. They're the ones that don't, think a baby in the womb is even alive. So they don't care about people dying. And Donald Trump dying to them would be probably their dream come true. But luckily that didn't happen. Luckily, now that Donald Trump is president, I believe that he's going to be 100% safe during his presidency. So these sickos, they go and talk about how, the right-wing conservative people are the bad ones, yet they are always the ones that are caught on camera wishing for the death of other people. And you saw it during the pandemic, and you're continuing to see it with the Trump derangement syndrome that people just cannot recover from.
Well, let's take a look at some of the decisions that Donald Trump is making. He claimed that the movie industry in America is dying a very fast death. And in a post on Truth Social, he wrote that other countries are offering all sorts of incentives to draw our filmmakers and studios away from the US. Hollywood and many other areas within the USA are being devastated. And he is now beginning the process of instituting a 100% tariff on any and all movies coming into America that are produced in foreign lands. Trump is also blaming Gavin Newsom for allowing Hollywood to be destroyed, but this is a bit more of what Donald Trump had to say.
We're making very few movies now. Hollywood is being destroyed. Now, you have an incompetent, grossly incompetent governor that allowed that to happen, so I'm not just blaming other nations, but other nations, a lot of them, have stolen our movie industry.
Alex, what are your thoughts about this, about the tariffs? It's been argued that they could be seen as a defence of American culture and a defence of the film industry.
Well, Donald Trump does need to defend our film industry. I mean, it's called show business, and these studios cannot make any money. They cannot do business in California, so they're moving to places like Texas, where we have a great production, Landman, and Paramount is shooting a lot of movies in this DFW area, and that's helping out people that I know that are getting jobs. So the movie industry, one movie can literally provide thousands of jobs. So it is very important that Donald Trump does whatever he can to bring back the American movie industry, because it stinks. I haven't seen a good movie in the theater in years. I mean, since probably before the pandemic. So Donald Trump taxing other people, I don't know if that helps so much. I think that he really needs to give tax incentives and tax breaks to the production companies that are here in America, because like I said, in California, you're getting taxed to death. It's almost impossible to just rent a street or do anything to get a permit in that state without paying just an arm and a leg. So they do need to help the filmmakers and the production companies 100%.
We've heard from Michelle Obama. She's been complaining again, and this time it is about how expensive it was living in the White House while her husband was president. The 61-year-old former First Lady discussed this during an appearance on this week's The Diary of a CEO podcast. Let's take a listen.
It's expensive to live in the White House. There's many people don't know. I mean, much is not covered. You're paying for every bit of food that you eat. You're not paying for housing and the staff in it, but everything, even travel. If you're not traveling with the president, if your kids are coming on a Bright Star, which is the First Lady's plane, we had to pay for their travel to be on the plane. It is an expensive proposition, and you're running for 2 years and not earning an income.
Oh, Alex, I mean, are you shedding some tears for Michelle Obama?
I mean, seriously, how can you be the vice president, or excuse me, the first lady of the United States of America? You get to fly for free, and you're complaining that you have to pay a little bit of money for your kids to fly in the airplane. I mean, only Michelle Obama can find herself literally as a first lady and still be a victim. I mean, it's ridiculous. And yeah, I'm sure there are some costs associated, but all you have to do is write another book, Michelle. They have every single Ponzi scheme set up so that they can enrich themselves. So, the world's tiniest violin plays for Michelle Obama and her expenses while she was living in the White House on the American taxpayer dollar.
Oh, it is absolutely unbelievable, even from Michelle Obama. Alex, I want to talk to you about the media landscape. It's been revealed that more people still hold a favourable view of podcasters such as Joe Rogan and Megyn Kelly. According to this poll conducted by Emerson College Polling, Joe Rogan received the highest favourability rating among the media personalities presented to the respondents taking part in the survey. And according to this poll, 16% of Americans have a very favourable view of the podcaster, while an additional 16% see him in somewhat of a favourable light. But, what does this tell you about the media landscape? We see CNN's ratings just absolutely dropping, and I think it just shows people maintain to have that trust in some podcasters because they're being honest, they tell you what they really think, and they're not pushing ahead with some narrative.
Oh, 100%. And it's just a connection. You can actually feel connected to Megyn Kelly. You can actually feel connected to Joe Rogan. Instead of just when you watch something on CNN, they're literally parroting whatever they're allowed to say, written basically by the DNC. So people can tell that authenticity, and they know when they're getting news that's not genuine. So Joe Rogan might not be the smartest guy in the world. I mean, he is a smart guy, but people don't need a brainiac. People want to get their information from somebody that's like them. And Megyn Kelly is somebody that a lot of women want to be like. And Joe Rogan is a UFC expert. I mean, he's one of the most successful comedians. He's an actor. He's somebody that a lot of men look up to. So these people connect with a podcaster more so than the Don Lemons and the Chris Cuomo's of the failed CNN graveyard of shows.
Okay, Alex Stein, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour. Great to speak with you.
Talk to you guys again soon. Thank you very much.